Hello everybody, welcome back to the Conservative Radio, and today we've got something very special for you. Over in Maryland, a high school student was just accused of plotting a mass shooting. According to law enforcement, this student had written a 129-page manifesto for why the shooting was taking place. Additionally, when the student was asked why they wanted to harm their fellow classmates, they simply answered that they wanted to be famous. This is, of course, not only a disturbing statement to make, but it's just plain narcissistic. This effectively indicates that, at least in my opinion, this person was so self-centered that they would rather hurt an entire school of children to get about 15 minutes of fame rather than live their life out with the same level of fame as everyone else. That's just so entitled, absolutely ridiculous. Some people, however, think that this crime, if it was committed, would be no more important than any other crime. During an interview, a county executive claimed that the only reason people were turning heads to this was because of the wannabe shooter's sexual identity. Essentially, he claimed that if a straight white male shot up the school, no one would care. Take a look.
What is the reluctance of the county to admit that this individual was transgender? This is the fourth time that we have seen this happen very recently. And right here, I hear all of our leadership saying to us today, and what we do in journalism here, we try not to do is bury the lead. Why am I hearing about this from the New York Post?
Because it's not a lead. You know, how do you publicize every time somebody gets murdered that it's a white Christian male who's heterosexual? No, you don't. Are these the only crimes that get committed? You never publish somebody's sexual orientation when you talk about this. Why you focus on it being a transgender is beyond me. It is not a news story. It is not a crime to be transgender, and I'm sorry you feel that way.
That's just so screwed up. Now, in this clip, he acts like we are the crazy ones for pointing out that the wannabe shooter was trans, but this is just simply not true. The thing is, he knows dang well what he's doing. He knows just as well as anyone how the majority of recent school shootings have very well, in fact, been carried out by trans people. And people such as you and I are realizing that there just might be a correlation between mental illness, like the kind that brings someone to shoot up a school, and transhood. The truth of the fact is because until recently, transhood has always been classified as a form of mental illness. Yet that fact has always been buried and suppressed by those that want to carry out the liberal agenda, such as the county executive you just saw.